And I don't know if I like it or not yet. I'm gonna have to think about it. But overall, it's okay, actually.
God, I can use his mustache to breathe shit, man. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm
It's like whale teeth where so much gets filtered out and he gets so little food out of his mouth.
It's like he's like, he can like krill like a beluga, like a whale, and just like just bites down and just, yep. This man can eat krill. And I'm sorry. That's Buck's kid. You got featured again. Be happy. No, I'm kidding. You can always go and get some of that delicious DT merch.
Ooh, the DT merch.
At DTmerch.com, featuring our Artist of the Month, our very own Will Valley, invented a whole new design for us to look at. This is the Cosmic Danielle, our Farewell Cosmic Danielle t-shirt.
Oh, is there no way to blow it up bigger on the screen?
I'm trying to. A little bit. There we go.
There you
It's
go.
a little bit better.
Oh, that looks good.
And you got Martin as the non-copyright infringing thing, and all the non-copyright and fantastic Catman, black and white logo tee, a standard logo tee. You got the hats, beanies, backpacks, all sorts of that good stuff. Get that. We did the top 5, and we talked about a film called Upgrade. I haven't had a chance to see it. You've seen it, and you absolutely love the movie.
Yeah.
And so with me, and we're talking about a movie starring, what's the guy's name? I forget his name. Not Tom Hardy.
No, Logan Marshall Green.
Logan Marshall Green. And a lot of people, especially Martin, are saying that's a name to remember coming from this movie. So we have this movie about close... not post-apocalyptic, but very close in the future
just,
technology.
Close future.
Close future where technology's taking over, and this gentleman he like loses his wife and gets paralyzed.
They're attacked. The wife is killed. He's paralyzed, and one of the clones of Leonardo DiCaprio comes to him and says, "Listen, I got this new technology that I need to try out on a human.
Right.
And I don't want to wait around for the trials. And you seem like you'd be a good candidate if you can keep it on the down low."
Right. And so everyone heard your opinion on the review. Go watch the review if you haven't. It seems to be a great movie, but there's other people that are not professionals that react to these things too, that enjoy movies, and they want to let people know, and that's what Stardust is about. But in order to know a little bit about this movie, I'm going to play a little bit of the trailer for you right now.
A gun implanted inside his head.
It's rough. It's interesting action, interesting edits and cuts and all this type of stuff.
Filmed.
Way it's filmed. I've heard some genre switching in this type of thing where some people think it's one thing and it ends up being another.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen this movie. I kind of want to see this movie, and you gave me a good recommendation, but there needs to be a way. I don't know. Have any of you guys seen this in the audience right now? A lot of people are saying no. So if you don't always listen to Double Toasted, if you don't have time to listen to the full review to get what you want, that's where our friendly neighborhood app Stardust comes in. Now, if you don't know about Stardust, this is an app where you can share your opinions about all your favorite movies and TV shows in 30 seconds or less. And it's a lot of fun to join the community. So if you want to join the Stardust community, which I highly recommend you do because it is a lot of fun to participate, let people know what you think about your favorite TV shows, your favorite movies, trailer reactions, all sorts of things on the application. Go check it out. But if you want to sign up, you got to do something for us first. And we want you to sign up using our link. That's stardust.app.link/doubletoasted. That's stardust.app.link/doubletoasted. And that way, you let us know that you joined with us. And be sure when you have Stardust to add us at Double Toasted. And if you do reviews, be sure to tag us. I'm the one that looks at them. I'm the one that pulls them up every week. So if you want to participate and be featured on Double Toasted, just like you are, and these people are right now, this guy right here, Tyler Tompkins, if you want to be like Tyler, tag us at Double Toasted on all your reviews, and we will definitely take a look at them. And if it's exciting enough, it's engaging enough, if it's interesting enough, we will feature you on Double Toasted, no problem. But it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it. I'm sure Korey out there after the barbecue is going to go watch a movie and do a Stardust right there. It's going to be
he will.
Contractually
and
awesome.
Stardust will be very happy.
And they will be very happy indeed. But I'm very happy with Stardust. I'm very happy with the people letting us know and letting us tag them and participating with us. It's a lot of fun. Be sure to do that. But we want to look at Tyler Tompkins, who gave this a 4-star rating. Now, we've heard a lot of good things. I don't know if 4-star is the best. We got to see what the problem may be.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Or, since some of these things are a little bit, you don't know what you're going to get, it might be the best review ever.
Then I finally went and saw Upgrade 2, which is the one I was really excited for. This was a great movie. Awesome concept with really good execution by Lee Winnell, who's a director that keeps taking chances. This is completely different than anything he's ever done. He's usually in the horror genre. He's done a couple of things outside of that, but this is the biggest leap he's ever taken from horror, and it was great. I can't wait to see what he does next. It feels like a modern-day 80s movie. That's all. That's like the best way I can describe it. And Logan Marshall Green definitely needs to be in a lot more movies.
So,
okay,
yeah, I mean,
all right,
pretty straightforward.
Sound like you didn't have much of a problem with it.
Yeah, maybe.
That's funny with that cap on. I kept expecting him to say, "Know what I mean, Vern?"
I am not old enough to know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm sorry.
Are you serious?
What? What? Ernest.
Oh my God!
I hate seeing shit. Feelings when you.
Who am I working with here?
Oh come on! Apparently I'm an amateur here for not knowing. Was it Ernest? The goes to whatever Korea, whatever happens.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Ernest goes to camp. Ernest goes to jail. None of those Ernest movies. Jim Varney.
I saw him on shelves. I never grabbed one thing and it was worth a shit. Chevy commercials.
Used to do commercials all. Okay,
no, I don't know. So
okay,
I'll be the asshole. I'll be the cunt on this one. I'll be that guy. Okay.
Know what I mean?
Sorry, Stardust. We don't want to use that language. But he said it was very much like an '80s movie. Hey, it's all right. I love Stardust, and so it's fine now. But he said something near the end there that's very much like an 80s movie.
Yeah.
Now, I talked to you last night. We were hanging out last night, and you had mentioned, and a lot of people in our circle that were talking about this movie said it did remind them of various 80s movies. What was the one that you thought it was most like?
The two that it most reminded me of was mostly RoboCop, but also Terminator. And what it reminded me of with Terminator was with both of those movies where when you saw the trailers, it looked like, okay, kind of schlocky, sci-fi horror movie, probably pretty gory and just B-movie stuff.
Right.
And then, because with Terminator, when the first Terminator came out, I had my airbrush teacher who was, he was a great dude and he was very refined. He came telling the class, like, guys, I went to see this movie Terminator last night. You've got to go see it. And we were like, wait, the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger playing a robot? He's like, I know, but you got to just trust me. It's really good. And then I was like, all right, I was I love that teacher, and I was like, all right, I'll go see this movie. And I was like, whoa! I went back 3 times. I couldn't get enough of the
It was
first
your
Terminator.
Infinity War. If you were
It kind of was. It kind of was because I was like, man, this movie's so much smarter than it looks like just from the commercials, and especially RoboCop, which you don't realize is actually a sophisticated parody from just looking at the commercials for it.
Right, and so when I hear that type of pitch, when I hear that, it's like something you're familiar with, but even as you introduced it earlier as something wholly original, it's kind of like, okay, this is something I may want to see. So when he says invokes almost a nostalgic element to something that is not from anything else, maybe inspired by, maybe influenced by, but not necessarily a copy, that's something that makes me want to go see this more so than like a Predators or a new Predator movie where it's the same old with new fancy stuff. But next up, we have a 3-star review from the S-Bucks Kid. Now, he's been on the show before.
Oh, that's right.
But this is one of the only few responses with like less than a 4 or 5-star rating.
Okay.
This is one of the detractors where he said, you know what? Maybe this isn't as good as some people think it should be.
So I just saw Upgrade, and this is a really big, over-the-top kind of action fest, and I think people that are into, like, the action films will definitely like this a lot. But it has a weird tonal shift about halfway through. It tries to ask these big questions, but I don't think it does so very effectively. The acting is pretty good. It'll really come down to if you like the ending. The ending is pretty divisive for me, and I don't know if I like it or not yet. I'm going to have to think about it, but overall, it's okay, actually.
God, I can use his mustache to breathe shit, man. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm
It's like whale teeth where so much gets filtered out and he gets so little food out of his mouth.
It's like he's like, he can get like krill, like a beluga, like a whale, and just fucking just bites down and just, yep, this man can eat krill. And I'm sorry, that's Buck's Kid. You got featured again. Be happy. No, I'm kidding. But he makes a point to saying that, I'm described by, I don't even know what the fuck he said about it. No, he's making a point that, you know what, the ending. I've heard a lot of people love the ending. I've only heard love. And so when he mentioned that.
Yeah, when he said divisive, I was like.
The ending was divisive. And that I don't, obviously we're not spoiling anything here, but the things I've heard about this movie is that it takes certain chances in the middle or certain deviations from what you think, and at the end it pays off in a certain way near the end. Would you think that some people just may not, I hate to be that guy, but get it? Or is it just so plain to see like, oh, that's why they did it, that maybe he just didn't enjoy the product that he got?
I mean, there are some people who like to go to movies and they like to be able to predict them. Now, I'm not saying he's one of those people, but it's people who they feel comfortable going like, oh, this is going to happen. It's going to happen. Yeah. And when and it plays out the way they think it is, and they walk away feeling comfortable. And if they get a surprise ending, sometimes they're like, man, that's not how that was supposed to go. It's like, well,
that's how they wrote it.
Yeah, it is, because it didn't really use any subterfuge. It was just, you think one thing because you're used to thinking that thing, and it goes, well, this is what's actually going on.
All right, so maybe that's the divisive part. Maybe you just think he's wrong. I don't know. He could be. But
he starts out saying almost as if he didn't enjoy the fact that it had action.
Okay, so
because if anything, in the middle, it becomes much more of an action movie than it seems like it is in the beginning.
Okay,
but you're kind of hoping it will anyway.
Right. Well, even then, I think this is more of an action movie going into with the trailer. Watching the trailer, you go, this is going to be an action movie, and if it sets you up with some, I guess, sci-fi elements, I'm guessing, like more in-depth, deep sci-fi, then maybe that's, what's the word I'm using when expectations are
exceeded,
subverted.
Oh, subverted.
There you go. That's the word I was looking for. When the expectations are subverted like that, it's like, oh, for me, I would be like, okay, that's more of a positive. Where it's like, I'm coming in to see some flashy John Wick style stuff, and then, oh, there's actually some cool sci-fi with it. So that's what a lot of people are saying. Now, there's the only other one I saw, 3-star review, comes from Movie Files. And he's got his full review up there on YouTube, Movie Files. Nice little plug. But the only reason why I bring him up is because he had something negative to say about this as well.
I thought the film was okay. I was really excited for it because the trailer really kind of caught me off guard. But as far as this positives, I thought the action was handled well. Also, I like the overarching theme of relying too much on technology. But a lot of the characters were pointless. The script wasn't the greatest. But all in all, I think you guys might enjoy this film. Definitely check it out this Friday. But let me know in the comments what you guys think of Upgrade.
Definitely. Tag us at Double Toasted. No, but that was something that I guess it peeks in a little bit more in this review, where it's like, there's a little bit of a message with this movie, because technology is obviously at the forefront of this movie, where, how is technology going to influence us in the near future?
Sure.
And apparently there's a message to be had in there, but in his opinion, getting there is kind of a little bit difficult when you have characters that don't necessarily serve that purpose, I'm guessing. Or do you disagree with that necessarily? Or do you agree with him in the sense that there might be characters that they serve a role and that's about it?
I don't want to say too much.
Okay.
If you're watching and you go like, well, these characters aren't that fleshed out, or they're typical henchmen or mercenaries, everything in this film serves a purpose.
Okay.
And at the end, all is revealed.
Right.
And any kind of feelings I had of that, by the end, I went, okay.
Okay, so this is a movie that gets kind of made or broken at the end of the movie, because you'll go. I'm assuming you go for the ride, right? You go for the ride during it, and stuff's happening. But that ending, it just seems like some people most people, I think, will go with it, because I've heard nothing but positive things from this movie, from people reviewing it and so on and so forth. But the negative things I am seeing are all kind of hinging on the fact that the ending is somewhat different. I obviously don't want to give away anything, but what is it about it? I guess are people missing a message? Or I don't know.
I honestly don't get it. Those reactions, and it's always such a vague, nebulous comment to say, well, it's not the greatest script. It's like, okay, I'm sorry. So what is the greatest script? So then we can compare. Right. So it's like, well, it's not the greatest. Well, yeah, man, nothing's the greatest.
Well, he demands greatness. This is the face of a man who serves greatness every time he steps into a theater. 3 stars. No,
but
that's not even the greatest review. That's not even the most negative review you can give it. Go ahead.
But as it comes into the third act, I was like, man, I love this movie so much. But this is where a lot of movies blow it. And when the third act starts, I thought, okay, well, this is where it calms down, and it's just this. And then it went, no, we know what we're doing.
Okay.
And I was like,
so this is a movie with confidence.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is making me want to see it, and these Stardust reactions are making me want to feel this. Now, this next guy, 5 stars. Okay. I put him in for a reason, because Stardust, who is this? This is Cine Noir 88. I put him in there. His
eyes are huge.
He's literally bugging out over this movie. It's pretty insane. But here's the thing. Sci-fi badassery, 4.5 out of 5 stars before he even says a word. But the reason why I put him in there is the way I do this is I watch all the reviews and I record them from my phone. And I saw his review and I go, this review is very good. But then on Stardust, if you don't know, you can review the same movie over and over again. So some people do spoiler ones, they do initial reactions, they do a week later, and sometimes they get a little creative. So here is his initial reaction. This is Cine Noir 88. His initial reaction, and then slightly little bit after that, his, I guess, secondary reaction.
I just got out of upgrade.
Okay, let me go ahead and turn that down a little bit. That is peaking really bad. Sorry about that, folks. Let's try that one more time, Cine Noir.
Best movies of 2018. My God, this movie was thrilling from start to finish. Logan Marshall Green is not Tom Hardy Jr. anymore. This guy has a future in cinema. The way he pulled up the robotic movements and everything about this just blew my mind. Sci-fi at its best. Seriously, if you're going to watch one movie this weekend, upgrade. Get an upgrade. It's that damn good.
Okay.
Wait, is this the double rainbow guy?
I know. I don't think it's the double rainbow guy. He's on something, but he shared a lot of the same sentiments as you in that initial reaction. You know, good sci-fi,
a lot louder than
movie.
me.
Yeah, a lot louder, a lot more shocking too with his eyes. And so he was excited, and he continued to take that excitement to Stardust.
So I'm looking for the person who may or may have not killed my wife. Is that you? Stan, you can take over now. I now have full control. You now have full control again.
There you go. And the fans are loving it and or confused. But I'm just saying, Stardust.
I think he liked the movie.
I think you like the movie. You can go ahead and play with your toys. You can go ahead and record yourself being the badass you've always wanted to be. That is pure joy right there.
Yeah.
If 2 reviews don't tell you how much, if 1 review doesn't do enough, you can always go back for a second dose and do whatever the hell that guy was doing. I don't know if he was fighting himself or other people. I don't know the movie, but that made me want to go see it even more if it gets me feeling like I want to go play with my toys and do this. But no, it's Stardust. This app is absolutely great. It's phenomenal. You can get very creative with it, and that's why we recommend you to download it as soon as you can. The website, stardust.co. You can go there, or if you want to help us out.
They couldn't afford that last M?
Stardust.com is expensive. So, .co, they're going to be there. Stardust.app.link/double toasted. That's Stardust.app.link/double toasted. Sign up with our code right there and be sure to leave your reviews, your 30-second reviews for everything you want to watch. You can do it in the theater, in the car, after the movie is all the way over, after all the teasers, after all the trailers, after all the stingers. Go to your car, do Stardust, whenever you want. It's a great app. Go ahead and download it today. Check it out right